About 4 years ago, when I started college, I bought my first MacBook. It was an Intel Model Core i9 with 500 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigabytes of memory. I used it mainly for college assignments and projects, and at the time, it felt more than enough. After I finished college, my workload changed. I started working on heavier projects, and that's when I realized this machine wasn't enough anymore. I was running out of memory, storage was tight, and the battery was getting worse. So I upgraded to another Intel MacBook, same generation, but with 16 gigabytes of memory and 1 terabyte of storage. At first, it felt great. Fresh battery, better performance, and no constant fan noise. I started running multiple Docker containers at the same time. I was coding every day, and I was editing 4K videos on the side. After a while, the frustration came back. If you have seen my previous day in the live video, you probably remember how loud it was.
MacBook, I believe you can hear the sound. The fan is working hardly. And
I will leave a link in the corner if you're curious. That's when you realize this isn't about wanting a new laptop anymore. It's about whether your tools can actually keep up with your work. Inside the box there is the charger, and honestly, nothing much. Just a laptop, the cable, and some paper. I will show some real practical crazy comparison later in the video, so stay tuned. In terms of ports, it comes with one HDMI port, 3 USB-C ports, a headphone jack, and SD card reader.
Drücke die Eingabetaste, um Deutsch als Start. macOS contains a built-in screen reader.
After opening the laptop for the first time, the setup is very straightforward. You connect to Wi-Fi, sign in, and you're ready to go. Whenever I get a new laptop, the first thing I do is clean things up and set my basic preferences. Display settings, wallpaper, and especially trackpad settings. One feature that not many people know about is the 3 fingers drag on the track. Being able to move windows with 3 fingers instead of clicking and dragging makes a big difference over time. It's faster and just feels better. After setting up these basics, I updated to the new macOS Tahoe, I don't know how it's pronounced, which Apple recently released. It comes with a lot of new features like widgets and the new glass style design, and overall it feels very fresh. This is the machine I ended up buying, a 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M4 Pro chip for 8 GB of memory, 1 TB of storage in black. For the browser, I use Chrome. It's reliable, well integrated, and is still the standard for development and debugging. For coding, I use IntelliJ IDE with Java and Scala. For containers, I run Docker using Klima. And for video editing, I use the Resolve to work with my 4K footages. I also need to clone my working repositories, dependencies, and set up all the languages and libraries so everything can run. To see the real differences for performances, I will try to compile the application on both devices.
it's gonna be a perfect example here, very practical test that everyone well know. As you can see, this is my old MacBook and nothing else is running on this computer. As I'm speaking, you can probably hear the sound. Fan is too high. Even if I go 10 meters away, I can still hear the sound. When you want to buy a new laptop, you should consider this problem. And that's why you shouldn't make the same mistake as mine. if you're working on heavier projects. Here we go. 11:39 minutes. Let's try do the same compiling on the new MacBook. Here we go. Total time 2 minutes and 15 seconds. It's like 10 times faster.
And the difference isn't just raw performance. With my old setup, I was constantly managing resources, closing apps, restarting Docker, and hoping nothing breaks during a render. With this machine, I finally have headroom again, and that changes everything. Malmo feels cold today, and honestly, that's exactly how I want my laptop to feel too. Powerful, but calm and cool. This is where the 6-inch screen really shines. More space to think, less window switching, and everything stays silent. No fans, no thermal anxiety, no overheating. Just work. Every MacBook I have owned reflected where I was at that time in life. The first one was for learning, the second one was for pushing limits. This one is about sustainability. Doing serious work without fighting the machine every day. So don't ever make the same mistake as I did to buying different laptops. I would prefer to buy this in the first place. Even though this isn't a video about buying an expensive laptop, it's about choosing tools that give something back. Tools that support the way you work and the life you want around the work. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. I will see you in the next one.